2025 NFL Draft just a few days away. That means it's time to unveil the final mock draft of how I think the draft will go. And we're going team by team, and we're to my team, the New York Football Jets. They pick at 7. A lot of people are mocking Armin Mimbu. I don't see that. I don't think Mimbu's a top 10 player. I also don't think right tackle is the biggest need. Justin Fields is a really dynamic runner. But you got to have somebody for him to throw it to. They don't have that, but they have the option to take that. So at number 7, I'm going Tyler Warren, tight end out of Penn State. This kid is not of this earth in terms of how versatile he is. He can play out wide. He can play in the slot. He can play in line. I think he can be a plus blocker. His closest comp to me is George Kittle, and I can't bypass taking that at 7. I just can't do it. Not in a class where tight end falls off a cliff after the top 2. You have the top 2, pretty big cliff. The next 2, gigantic cliff, everybody else. And I'm sorry, I don't see a path where they're going into this year with Jeremy Ruckert after they bypassed Brock Bowers last year. I think they're going to learn the lesson. They're going to take Tyler Warren at 7, add another weapon at 42 with Trey Harris, wide receiver out of Ole Miss. This is the deep shot receiver that they need to allow Warren to do the work, the dirty work, allow Malachi Corley to be the yak god, and to free up Garrett Wilson. Now I've added 2 pieces. Trey Harris, to me, is a poor man's Roma Dunze. He's not blindingly fast, but he's big-bodied, still figuring out how to play the position. He was a quarterback in high school. He was actually Malik Neighbors' quarterback in high school. Trey Harris is a player that I love. I think he's a great value at 42. Then we address the line at 73 with Anthony Belton out of NC State. This kid plays with a hardcore edge, super aggressive, motor runs really hot. You just have to keep him under control. Played a lot of games at NC State. Also got kicked out of a game for spitting on a guy and has had some penalty issues because he's so damn aggressive. Belton strikes me. It's either Belton or Ariante Urshary. And I thought about going Urshary at 42 and then taking the receiver at 73, but then it got very slotty with Noel or one of those guys, and I feel like they need somebody to play on the outside. I know they brought back Lazard at no money, but Lazard's not going to beat you over the top. I need somebody that can do that. So I liked it better with Harris, and then Belton to play on the right side. Vera Tucker is so movable that having him on the inside of Belton, I think that lineup will work for me. Fashanu on the left, Simpson, and then Joe Tippmann. I think that'll be a team that can run the ball really well. And then I can use day 3 to fill out extra needs. Round 4, we go Jalen Reed, safety out of Penn State, box guy, really physical. It's 2 Penn State guys in my first 4 picks. Can't wait to hear all the Jet fans make Kyle Brady references. I know that's coming. Jalen Reed's a good box safety. I think he and Adams would rotate playing strong safety with Andre Sisco over the top. I look at how Detroit built that defense, and I think one of the things that was always missing was having guys that could play split field, but also having somebody that could come down and really knock your head off. And I see Jalen Reed as that player. Round 5, we knock out one of my biggest needs, defensive tackle with Tonka Hemingway, defensive tackle out of South Carolina. That defense was out of this world, and Hemingway had a lot more to do with it than people give him credit for. I think he can be a solid second defensive tackle in the league. Really like the idea of him playing inside with Quinnen Williams and having Will McDonald on the outside. Those 2 with Jermaine Johnson should be enough to cover the liabilities that we see in the run game with Will McDonald. Second, 5th round pick, Smile Munden, linebacker from Georgia. His instincts are not there, but he is a freak of nature athletically. And if you added him to Jamien Sherwood and Quincy Williams, that would be the most athletic group of linebackers in the NFL. Now, they all play a little bit reckless to a point. So that would be something to watch. Smile Munden, if you're willing to put in the time, I think he can become a phenomenal player in this league. 6th, in the 6th round, Asa Pohl, offensive tackle out of Washington State. That's the developmental big that would be your extra tackle, your swing tackle. They had him in for a top 30 visit. And then it looks weird to take 2 safeties, but Dean Clark would be the special teams ace. This is the guy that they haven't really had since Justin Hardy, that I don't know that he ever really contributes at a high level on defense, but would come in and be a special teams ace. Another guy they had in for a top 30 visit. Fellow Jet fans, do you like this draft? Would you rather go Mimbu and try to find the pass catchers later? What do you think? In the comments, tell me who you would like to talk about with the Jets, who you would like to see them draft, or if you just want to go, hey, why does a guy that talks like you like the Jets? It's a long story, funny story. Subscribe to the channel to see all of our content, including stuff on the Jets and every pick live. We will be on Radio Row in Green Bay, Wisconsin for every pick of the 2025 NFL Draft, and it's yours right here in the Sportsocracy. This has been the final 7-round mock draft for my New York Jets.